What's up everyone, Ryan Muetzel back for ryanmuetzel.com, uberathleta.com. Check out the websites, the videos. This is going to be another great stretch for athletes here. This is, again, comes from yoga. It's commonly referred to as pigeon. It helps definitely with your glutes, your IT band, a little bit of psoas depending on where you put it, but we'll do some different variations here. So first you're just going to put this front foot, I'm using my left foot, out, and yeah, the easier way to do it, if you pull your foot in, actually I'll just switch sides so it's easier to see here. So if you pull this foot in here so your knee is bent, it's going to be easier. If you try keeping this front part straight, it's definitely going to be harder and it's going to go more on the glute area. So if you want to do the first one, just try doing this. And try having this heel right here touch your opposite hip flexor. Right there. And then from there you can push down on this knee with your hands and then try to straighten, again remember, try to straighten this foot. So all these exercises here for athletes, we're going to try to keep this toe pointed, dorsiflexed. Try to just do that and hold there. So as you get comfortable with that, then you can move this leg. And again, this is going to be more of an ending posture here. Just find out what works for you in between. But so this leg right here is completely straight and parallel. From then, I'm putting my hand on my foot, hand on the knee, down, and I'm also flexing, again, my toe, as you can see. So this is what gets your back. Okay. So this is going to get the glute, the hip flexor, and the psoas. So again, if you have to start off, if you have to point the toe there, see, it's a lot easier. You can go down and you can kind of bounce around and everything there. But if you're really looking to get more of an athletic stretch, again, flex this foot up and flex this knee. It's going to force you to be strong in the knee area. People that have issues, I myself had an ACL, MCL, and meniscus tear, so I want to make sure my knee and my quad stays really strong throughout this posture. And it's also forcing me to flex my glutes, and it's stretching that area right behind the hamstrings, which is really important for athletes. So again, here you can kind of bounce and kind of go wiggle back and forth a little bit. And then from there too, you can kind of play around. You can kind of lean forward all the way down. And another variation is to crawl your hands on each side. So crawl your hands as far as you can this way. And see my leg, my knee keeps wanting to fall down because it's difficult to do, but try to keep it flexed and then crawl your hands the other way. Over there. So you kind of just keep going back and forth a couple times. And then we'll just try the other side, make sure everyone has it. So I usually put my foot up like this and I'm keeping my weight on my hands here because I don't want to hurt my knee. And then I'm slowly sliding down so my hip and my glute go down. So first one is just if you can get your heel here to touch your opposite leg, basically. Mine is right at the hip flexor area. And the easiest one, again, if you keep this toe pointed like this, it's going to be very easy. Once this is easy, again, flex this foot. You're going to be in this position. And then once that gets easy, straighten out this front leg. Most athletes I know have really strong tendons, ligaments, muscles. So in order to counteract the weight, you're gonna have to I put one hand here on my knee, other hand here on my foot, and I push up like this. So I'm pushing up here to hold myself, and then I'm flexing this foot. And then from there, I'm slowly breathing and trying to fall into this position, trying to get this left glute right here, trying to get this left glute all the way to the ground, just like that. And then from there, you can slowly work on movement. You can kind of go forward and back, side to side, lean forward and down. And then the other one that I did where get your hands as far to one side as possible, slowly crawl your hands all the way over to the other side. And back again. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Check out the other videos on my other channels, ryanmuetzel.com, and all my videos for athletes are going to keep coming up here on Uber Athleta.